Christmas again, and Dad had brought home a tree. It was a real tree, so it made the room smell of fresh pine, and Billy jumped with excitement when he saw it. Mum brought down the box of Christmas decorations that was kept on top of the wardrobe, and Billy helped decorate the tree with tinsel and beads, chocolate Father Christmases, and a cotton wool snowman he'd made when he was younger. The snowman had seen better days, and his nose had fallen off, but Billy placed him on a branch and stepped back to admire his work. Everybody ready? It's time to turn on the lights. Dad counted to 3, pressed the switch, and nothing happened.
What's wrong?
Never fear, a bulb must have come loose. And he started to check each light.
I love Christmas trees. They're almost magical.
Billy found himself on the lower branches of a giant Christmas tree. He was dwarfed by the decorations that hung around him. He examined his reflection in a red bauble and laughed at how it made his head look bigger than his body. Hello, young Billy. What are you doing?
I've come to fix the Christmas tree lights.
It won't do you any good. Only the magic fairy at the top of the tree can make the lights work, and she's asleep. You'll have to climb all the way to the top to wake her.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm good at climbing trees.
Billy peered through the branches to the top of the tree. It was going to be a long climb. Good luck, little Billy. Billy pulled himself up to the next branch. He was startled when somebody shouted, "Nuts!" It was a nutcracker in the shape of a soldier.
Nuts! Nuts! I'm a nutcracker, not a Christmas decoration. My job is to crack nuts.
Billy could see a net bag containing walnuts hanging just out of reach.
How can I get them down?
Hey, don't care. Just get me some nuts or I'll go crazy.
Within Billy's reach was a candy cane. So he used it to hook the bag off the branch above. Then he gave the nutcrackers a walnut.
There you go.
Hey, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
He put the nut between his jaws and crunched it into hundreds of little bits. Billy left the nutcracker and hoped he wouldn't bump into any more decorations like that. Oh, don't mind him. That's what happens when you spend 11 months of the year in a cardboard box on top of the wardrobe. Billy climbed onwards without any more interruptions.
I'm tired. I think I'll have a little rest.
Hanging nearby was a chocolate coin, which he unwrapped and ate as a snack.
I'll use that as a climbing rope.
Luckily for Billy, there was a lot of tinsel. On the way up, he saw some silver bells, and there were carved carol singers that wished him a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
The same to you, and have a Happy New Year.
Bah! Humbug!
Billy stopped climbing and found himself face to face with the cotton wool snowman he'd made when he was younger.
You don't look very happy.
How can I be happy without my nose?
I'm awfully sorry.
Why didn't you use stronger glue when you made me?
I was only 4 years old. I'd never made a cotton wool snowman before. Hold on, I've got an idea.
On another branch, there was a string of coloured beads.
There, now you have a nose brighter than Rudolph the reindeer.
Oh, thank you, Billy. Now I'm the happiest cotton wool snowman in the world.
Billy wished him well and continued on his journey up the Christmas tree. On the next branch, there was a small wooden rocking horse. Billy was exhausted, and he'd only reached halfway.
Want a lift? I can take you up to where the angels hang out if you like.
That would be nice, thank you.
Soon they were jumping from branch to branch, up through the Christmas lights and tinsel, through hoops of multicoloured paper and overhanging stars, and they landed safely amongst the angels. One of the angels gave Billy a trumpet. Take this, it may come in useful.
Thank you.
He was nearing the top of the tree now and didn't have far to climb. He was reaching up to the next branch when a piece of tinsel tickled his nose and made him sneeze. He sneezed so hard he fell off the Christmas tree down to the very bottom, where he landed inside a Christmas stocking.
Oh no. Now I'll have to climb all the way back up again.
All of a sudden, he felt himself being lifted out of the stocking. It was the Christmas angels. They were carrying him back to the top of the tree. Yes, you should be more careful, you know. Climbing trees can be awfully dangerous.
It's lucky you've got two guardian angels, isn't that right?
Yes, terribly lucky.
Thank you. I'll take more care this time.
The last few branches were the most difficult of all. And after a struggle, Billy finally reached the top, where he could see the fairy, who was fast asleep.
How am I going to wake her?
Then he remembered the trumpet the angels had given him. He put it to his lips and blew. The sound that came from the trumpet was loud enough to wake the fairy. She opened her eyes and blinked.
Is it Christmas already?
It's Christmas Eve, but the lights on the tree aren't working.
Oh, I see. A bulb must be loose.
Can you make them work?
Do I look like an electrician?
I mean, can you use your magic wand?
The fairy scratched her head and rubbed her eyes.
Oh, only if you promise never to blow that trumpet again. I was dreaming about sitting on top of a palm tree in the Bahamas, and here I find myself on this prickly old pine tree. Still, it's better than that artificial one you had last year. That was very uncomfortable.
Then she waved her magic wand, and all the Christmas lights came on like colourful flowers bursting into bloom.
Thank you, and have a happy new year.
Dad gave a cheer. The Christmas tree lights were working. I fixed it! I think you'll find I fixed it. You forgot to plug them in, said Mum.
Silly, Dad.
And they all laughed. The tree was perfect. And as Billy looked closer, he noticed the cotton wool snowman had a tiny red nose. Mum and Dad wished Billy a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mum and Dad. And a Merry Christmas to you too.